Okay, the shift boost is a very, very sudden increase in speed that arises when you leave the track and then come back onto it really quickly and at certain angles. This can happen a lot by accident, but going over little dips and hills purely pretty much randomly. Although you can somewhat get them consistently if you really focus on the angle and speed you're getting at. Getting the shift boost at. But you can also get them on purpose, by cutting corners or jumping off the track for a fraction of a second or leaving the edge. And you go really fast when you get shift boosts. It's one of the more useful tricks for going hardcore fast. It takes a lot of practice to get shift boosts and also to just control the vehicles when you're going at the speeds you get when you do shift boosts. Probably the best place to practice a shift boost is on lateral shift, where it's made so there's corners all over the place here. And as you approach it, save this state. So I'm going to be holding the left shoulder button here. Maybe a little too early. And I want to just time it so I leave the track just for like a frame or whatever, right like that. And then I'll get a massive boost of speed. I didn't MT properly though. Keep forgetting I'm going one frame at a time here. Okay. So you get massive boost of speed. I'm using Blue Falcon here, which isn't the best vehicle, honestly. I'll stop the frame advance. Go to the next one. So you can kind of time it some vehicles, they'll have it so this line drawn by the yellow caution things, you hold L when you cross those. It's around that point. The timing for it is really tight, but the faster you're going, the easier it is. And to effectively momentum throttle from shift boosts, you'll want to be holding A right as you start it. So right at this point, if I was going well above the top speed, I would hold A and L here. And then I would, oh yeah, messed it up. It's really hard to do. Okay, so hold A and L, and then let go just right after you get back on the track, just very shortly after. It's basically this similar timing to doing a mine boost. I think it's frame-wise it's a little longer, but you can treat it the same as you would just hold A for a very short while as you get the boost. It's a a simple trick, and the inputs required for it, you just use the shoulder buttons to go over it, but it does take quite a bit of practice to get shift boost reliably. You can do shift boosts on tracks without those net corners, just if it's a wall without an edge. Here we go. On undulation, there's no walls on a lot of this, and you could just hold L and then switch to R and try to time it so you're only off the track for one frame. It is really, really hard to do that though. But if you time it on undulation, if you time it and only do it where this the slope of the track is going down, that lets you have a much more lenient timing, because you can fall further before going back on the track. So you would hold L, R, you get a shift boost, you let go of A, then get back, start holding A once you get to the MT point. It's on lateral shift and undulation, they're not too hard, but to do them effectively on tracks like Cosmo Terminal, it's an absolute nightmare. It takes so much practice, and I can't get them half the time without dying. So another thing that can make shift boost a little easier is if instead of just using the shoulder buttons, I'll come at this turn here, save the state, and you would use R then L for a normal one. You could also hold R to approach it, and then hold L and left on the analog stick, similar to how you would do a quick turn. It's much easier to do this. Although it's a little harder to like do several of them in like quick succession, but you'll not die, which is nice. So you would, oh wait, I did the R to go over the edge. And you want to hold L and left on the analog stick just before it, like doing a quick turn, timing it so you're like only off the edge for like a couple frames. On mission 2, story mode mission 2, using the quick turn thing, it's much easier to get shift boost on that mission. You could just do it with shoulder buttons, but it's balls ass hard, so I would not recommend it. It's much easier to do the quick turns, although it's not as like it's not strictly speaking preferred for like a tool assisted running or something like that. But those are like the two main methods I know of, and the only ones I know of to do shift boost with any sort of reliability. They're very hard to do, so don't beat yourself up if you don't get them in like first try. So that's it for shift boost. Thanks for watching.